Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the channel. Today we are going to take the old tint off my ZR1. There's just a couple spots that I don't care for. The back is starting to peel. The back still looks okay, but around the edges it's starting to peel. And then I've got a couple spots in the side glass. So I'm going to show you guys how I strip this old tint off, and then I'm going to show you when it's all finished what it looks like completed. So a couple of the things that you're going to need, at least the things that I use a heat gun to start the tint, getting it warm. The warmer you get it, the more likely you are to peel the glue off with the tint. And then whatever glue's left over, I use my steam cleaner. It's a VX5000, kind of pricey. If you want to go cheaper, you can use steel wool, some real fine steel wool, or you can go to Walmart and pick up just a cheap steam cleaner. That'll loosen up that glue. You can also use some ammonia-based product like Windex. I'm going to use some of that to clean it off when I'm finished. And then of course a couple microfiber towels. So let's get started. Alright, so to remove the window tint on the side glass, you're going to have to remove the door panel. The reason for that is these windows are indexing windows, so when you open the door they roll down a little bit. The problem with that is, chances are you can probably get the tint off fine, but if you leave any glue, it's going to be stuck to this felt on the inside of the door frame here. And if you get that on there, it is almost impossible to get it off that felt. So you end up having to replace it. It's going to gum up the window rolling up and down. It's going to cause issues on the new tint. So the best thing to do is to remove the door panel. So that's what we're going to do next. You can see I've got, I don't know if you can see it there. I can get it against my toolbox. There's the spot in this side glass. It's causing me to remove it, and I want to go a little darker. So let's get started on removing this door panel. Alright, so the first thing we're going to need to do to remove the panel is, you can see this right here. This is a cover. Snap that cover off. Alright, so once you get that off, you have a couple Allen heads in there. So you need to take those off. To get those out, I'm going to use a T30 bit and an extension just to take those two bolts out. Alright, so once you have those two out, let's see, I got them out there. There's a couple spots to pry. There's one right here. And then you can, once you get pried there, you can pry on the back side here. So you just want to evenly distribute pressure along the sides. I use plastic panel tools. I've got a whole set of them here. That makes things a lot easier. If you're going to use a metal one, make sure you cover it with something so you don't scrape up the door panel. So our next step is to pry those loose, and we'll get the door panel out of the way. Alright, so once we get the panel off, they're incredibly loud coming off. Inspect all those, make sure they're in good shape. If not, you need to go replace them. But we just have one plug to unplug, and literally this purple piece slides back and unlocks, and then we unplug that and the door panel's out of the way. Now we're almost there. The next thing we need to do is get this out of the way. Literally just pull the rubber back on both sides, and then this just lifts out off that channel. So it's out of the way, and we're ready to start stripping the tint off this window. Now for that, I'm probably going to use a razor blade because this is flat glass. We don't have any defrost lines in it, so it'll be a lot easier on the side. Alright, so you see I got all of the tint off. I got it off in one piece, and I did leave, it's hard to see, but you can see some glue there and around some of the edges. So to get that off, there's a couple methods you can use. I've heard of people using steel wool. Sometimes a really light steel wool won't affect the window or the defrost lines, but I don't want to use that. That's a little abrasive for this car. If it were something I was going to sell, I might use that, but this is something that it's probably never going to have to be used, but I just want to do it the right way. So I actually have a steam cleaner. That's what I'm going to use. You can pick a cheap one up at Walmart. The one that I have is more of an industrial one, but I'm going to heat it up and use steam to kind of loosen that glue and wipe it off.